I feel like a little giddy teenager waiting for my first period. I'm like, I've got all my stuff. I'm ready to go. I swear I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. Oh yes. Feels like we're in Ibiza. So Monkey has now lost both of his legs. Me again. Welcome back to xameliax and another weekly vlog. It's Tuesday today. It's actually just about the evening now. I think it's about 5 o'clock, 5:30, nearly 6. And it's been a glorious day today. Been out in the garden. I had to put sun cream on twice, and now I've come inside because it's actually too hot, which is just bonkers considering last week our weather was like apocalyptic, rain and storms and hail and everything, like 24/7 for the whole week. And now we've got scorching hot temperatures that are too hot to sit out in. Apparently it's going to get to 29 degrees this week, which for us Brits is unheard of. So yeah, I think you can tell by my demeanour that the weather has a big effect on me, and when it's sunny and nice outside I get very giddy. So yeah, not complaining that it's hot, but have had to come inside for a little bit of a cool down. I'm just actually reading my book at the moment. I'm reading a new one because I finished The Handmaid's Tale finally. I'm being blinded by the sun. I finished Handmaid's Tale finally, so I've just started Close to Home. But now it's very good. It's about like it's about a missing child. It's a thriller book. I'm big into my thrillers, so if anybody's got any recommendations for books, leave them in the comments section, because I'm back into my reading now and I'm loving it. So that'd be great. I like thriller books. I don't mind a Stephen King horror, you know. I really don't. Even though I hate horror films and anything to do with horror in real life. But for some reason I enjoy Stephen King horror. Anything kind of like murdery fantasy, or romance, but in like a cheesy chick lit kind of way, you know. So yeah, if you've got any recommendations, leave them down below. Although I did get a couple for my birthday, which are in the to read pile, so I probably won't get around to reading your suggestions for like 3 years, but there we go. Boris today has announced that the pubs and hairdressers and stuff will start to open on the 4th of July, which is just it's next week, I think. Yeah, it's the 23rd of June today. So as of next week, the pubs and hairdressers and shops and stuff will all be open again with social distancing measures, which he's now reduced to 1 metre instead of 2 metres. Yeah, like nail salons and stuff can't reopen, so I won't even be able to open Red Dog Nails. But to be perfectly honest, with my anxiety about it all, I don't think I'll be opening Red Dog Nails again this year. I think I will just take a step back and see what happens, and then maybe look to sort of doing it towards the end of this year or next year. But you know, I have a lot of friends, I'm in a lot of groups where that is everybody's full-time job, so it's a real kick in the teeth for nail salons, lash technicians, spas, that kind of stuff. So that's a bit of a bugger. And of course gyms as well. Gyms can't open at the moment, which I'm actually gutted about. Which I didn't think I would be, because I'm not a gym person, but I don't know, I just really got back into my exercise and gymming at the start of this year. I feel like I was on a bit of a roll, and then obviously all this happened, and I don't like exercising at home, which I know is stupid, and it's going to be something that I'm going to have to get into, because if I want to do that kind of exercise, it's going to have to be at home. But I'm just not quite there yet. Okay, I'm not there yet. We replaced the dead flowers for another couple of bunches. We just get like the cheapest ones, the ones that nobody wants. We sort of buy the rejected flowers and mash them together to make little bouquets, but it brightens up the room for a few days at least. So I got an email the other day from Viners. They are a knife and cutlery specialist. online. This is probably going to be really boring. If you're not into cooking, I apologise for this segment, but I'm just so excited, I've got to tell you. By the way, these are press samples that I got #gifted, but no obligation to post, but I'm just genuinely so excited. I'm sticking it in the vlog, okay? So they emailed me like last week and said, this is really out of the blue, really weird, but would you like to try a set of our knives? And I was like, it would be weird if our kitchen knives didn't look like this at the moment, aka we've only got 3 left because 2 of them have actually disintegrated, like the handle fell off and everything. They're just absolutely battered. They're not sharp anymore, even though we've really tried to sharpen them. I don't know what brand they are, Taylor's Eyewitness, but I bought these 4 years ago when I moved in, really cheap from TK Maxx. I just liked them because they were black and rose gold. And they were okay at first, but definitely over time, they've just, I don't know, they've kind of like, you can see the handles have chipped and started to fall apart basically, so that's why we've lost 2 knives. And the stand itself is really flimsy. It gets filthy because it gets splashed when you're cooking and you can't actually get into the nooks and crannies to clean it. It's not the best, and we've been meaning to replace it for a while, but it's one of those things where you use the knives, you're like, oh god, these are rubbish, we need to replace them, and then you forget about it. So when these guys messaged, I was like, yes, yes, triple yes, I would love to try some. So they've sent us a set of their Assure knives, which apparently they're like new fancy ones, and they've also got like the safety bits at the end, so they're not sharp at the ends, which makes them a little bit safer to use. They've sent us a selection there, which I haven't used yet, as you can see. They're still in the packaging. However, they also sent us this gorgeous knife block, which actually looks very, very similar to the one we already have, except better quality. I can bloody feel it already. One sec, let me try and focus on this without stabbing myself. So they're black and sort of copper, bronze, rose goldy, absolutely love. They're heavy, you know, like they're not like super, super heavy. They're still like sort of, they've got plastic handles, but they feel nice. Like the knives themselves are heavy and they are so bloody sharp. We use them for lunch today to like cut through some of the spare roast beef that we had at the weekend from our roast dinner. Had some roast beef sandwiches. Bloody love a roast beef sandwich. And they're really sharp. Super stylish block that isn't going to be a bugger to clean. You can just wipe it down, which is amazing. Really, really impressed. So if you're looking for some new knives, because I always get asked, this focus is having a nightmare. There you go. So if you're looking for some new knives, I always get asked where my black and rose gold copper knives are and stuff. I'll leave a link to look at them. They're so beautiful. I'll leave a link to these down below because I'm really impressed with those. And I'll let you know how we get on with this set this week. If you're not into your cooking, or if you're not into houseware or homeware or anything like that, you'll think I'm probably mad getting so excited about knives and rose gold cutlery. But they're beautiful and I really love them. So Monkey has now lost both of his legs. Let me see. Let me see. He's lost both of his legs. But you still love him, don't you? Ooh, Snatchy. I love him, Mummy. He's mine. You can't touch him, okay? But you can look at him all the time when I shove him in your face, even though he smells like dog breath. In other news, look at these bruises on my legs. Hello. You having a nice day? Look at these bruises on my legs from where I fell over last week. I can't believe it. They're really bad. I bruised like a peach, but I proper stacked it. Oh my goodness, I'm wearing actual clothes, like actual clothes, and one of them is denim. What is even denim at the moment? Wearing denim, wearing actual clothes, got a full face of makeup, curled my hair, because today I'm going to be filming. I have a chance to film because Chris isn't on back-to-back meetings today, and this is kind of my only chance all week where I've got like a big chunk of time that I can film. So I'm going to send him out with Toby for an hour or 2 or whatever, go swimming or something in the pond, just so I can have the space and the, I don't know, like I can be as loud as I want basically, and I can yell at the camera, I can laugh, I can do whatever and not have to worry about disturbing his calls or vice versa. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to film my scar video, which I wanted to do for ages but just not got around to. And I was also going to film just a silly little video on the stuff that I have been #gifted in the past that I still use today. Like, because I realised the other day there are so many products that I have got through press samples or whatever you want to call it, that I have rebought again and again and again because they're just genuinely really good. So I just kind of thought that might be an interesting video to just sort of show all the grumpy people out there, the bitter or grumpy people who hate the fact that a perk of this job is that we get press samples. Just to kind of show people that, look, like, just because we got it for free, or, you know, it was like a paid ad or something, doesn't mean that we don't actually like it, because there are the original bloggers here, the OGs of the YouTube world, that started off doing these things because we loved it and because we were passionate about it and we wanted to just share those things with people. We didn't start out because we wanted to be Zoella, you know, and be like multi-millionaires and stuff, and those morals are still clocking up there in our brains. And there's so many things that I use on a day-to-day basis that I've rebought a bazillion times. That hair mask, for example, that I was talking about in the last week's video, that was gifted to me about 7 years ago when I very first sort of like started getting press samples and stuff, and I've rebought it again and again and again because it's brilliant. My pixie eye masks that I always bang on about, the sheet masks that I use, there's so much stuff that really has become like sort of a staple of my routine and stuff. So yeah, I thought it might be quite an interesting video. I don't know, I'm just stuck on ideas at the moment. I don't know what to write blogs on, I don't know what to film videos on, so that just kind of popped into my head and I thought, sod it, I'll film it. If no one watches it, at the very least I'll feel like I've been productive today. So that's my plan for Wednesday. 2 videos filmed. I even did my little costume change halfway to make it look like it was on a different day. Behind the scenes, and moved me plant there. He doesn't live there, that's a lie. Yeah, I'm all done, and it was actually nice to be able to put my products out on my bed or next to me and not worry about Toby coming in and pinching them because he's been out for a swim. Chris has just sent me the most adorable video of him like swimming in the pond, loving life. Oh man, definitely should not sit like that when I'm filming. Everything's seized up, it's gone. Really happy with that, and I can edit them on another couple of days and then I'll feel productive for those days as well because I'm working on something. So yeah, really good, loved it. Is it gin time yet? I also realised when I was filming that video, my boobs are taking over the world right now. They're absolutely massive. They just seem to have ballooned over the last few weeks because I was speaking about this on Instagram earlier actually. I've decided to come off my contraceptive pill that I've been on for the last 10 years. 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, a decade of my life, pumping hormones into my body. For what? To not have babies, obviously, and because it was really easy, because I haven't had a period on Cerazette, that's what I've been on. Really lovely pill, like for me, it worked super well. I've never had any periods, so that was super handy. But I don't know, I think I've just got to the grand old age of 32, and I finally got to the stage where I accept my body with all of its hairy bits, all of its stretch mark ridden bits, all of its bumpy wobbly bits, everything. But the one thing I haven't been able to get at one with, and this is going to sound really woo, but I haven't had a cycle, I haven't got my natural cycle, I haven't got a flow. So I've got to this stage of my body where I love it, but it's not in its natural state. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but I know I'm not the only one because I've been speaking to friends about this and they said they had the same realisation that I'm just fed up of pumping hormones into my body, to be quite frank. And I think it really hit me when I started to take stock of my symptoms, my PMS symptoms, because I don't get periods, but I get bloated, I get really bad breakouts, I get irritable, I get salt and sugar cravings, my blood pressure drops, I get loads of stuff, and I feel really emotional, and almost without having not the excuse but the reassurance that it's natural, it's just your cycle, you're coming onto your period. Without having that period, I just ended up feeling like a fat emotional wreck, like it was me, instead of realizing no, it's just your cycle. Does that make sense? So I don't know, I made the decision to come off, but I decided that if I was going to do it, I was going to do it eco-friendly, because not having a period for 10 years, the menstruation market has changed quite a bit. and there's loads of options now. So I've been doing loads of research and stuff and investing in products. So if you'd like to see videos on my journey coming off Cerazette and you know what's happening, the only thing so far I've noticed is my boobs have ballooned in size. I swear they've gone up like a cup size. They're massive, and I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't complain about that, but I'm alright. I don't need any more boobs. I have enough boobs, thanks. So that's been a bit strange. And I've had some like faint cramps, but that's about it. Nothing, no sign of aunt flow just yet. But I've invested in some period pants. I've got 3 different types. I bought some from Modi Body, which are like the medium kind of price bracket. I bought some from Thinks, which are meant to be the best, but they're also the most expensive. And I bought some from Sainsbury's, actually, that do some super cheap ones for like £10 a pair, which is super cheap compared to the others. I also invested in a menstrual cup. Did loads of honestly, I got trapped down a period rabbit hole for an entire day. I decided to go with salt in the end. Buy a salt cup, so I bought a salt cup. And I even invested, sorry mum and dad if you're watching, but it's normal, it's fine. I even invested in some organic condoms because I don't want a baby, thank you very much at the moment. That's not the reason why I'm coming off a pill before anybody goes, oh my God. So we very much need backup protection in that department. And I just went into, like I was in my sort of eco-friendly little research bubble and I started researching everything that's in bloody condoms, and you would not believe all of the chemicals and the nasties that are in condoms. And our vaginas, ladies, are a delicate piece of equipment, and everything you shove up there, so to speak, gets absorbed in some way. So I actually invested in some vegan organic condoms as well. So I've revamped my downstairs area. She's had a lockdown glow up. And it's been a really interesting journey so far. So if you'd like me to do some videos, I was planning on doing some videos, to be honest, maybe like a review / comparison of the different brands of pants and which one's worth spending the money on, etc. But I've got to wait for my period to test them out. Same with the menstrual cup and stuff. I can report that the condoms are pretty good. But if you want to know some more information on that, I'll happily talk about it. Sex shouldn't be something that we're embarrassed about, especially not safe sex. So let me know if you'd like to see some stuff, but I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know how I get on. I feel like a teenager, to be honest. I feel like a little giddy teenager waiting for my first period. I'm like, I've got all my stuff. I'm ready to go. I'm sure after about 3 months I'll be like, oh, get me back on that pill. Exciting new project. So we have had the Lac coffee table from IKEA, this really crappy thing, for the last 4 years. It cost me £15 when I moved in because I was on a budget. The shelf is bowing and breaking and it's chipped to hell where the doors hit it. It's seen better days. So we wanted to do a new coffee table, but all the ones I like are like this retro shape with like a dark wood tiki kind of top and black legs. It seems to be what I'm drawn to on Pinterest and in the shops and stuff, but they're all very, very expensive. So I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, and I'm part of like a few local groups and stuff. Someone was selling this solid teak coffee table delivered for £20. So I bought it. And I'm gonna have a go at upcycling, which I've never done before. But I'm gonna sand the top and restain it like a teak colour, and then paint the legs black, and boom, you've got exactly the coffee table. I can't believe it's exactly the shape, the size, everything that I wanted, kind of like that retro sort of 70s look, I guess. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, and Dad's gonna help me out with like the sanding and lending me some paintbrushes and stuff, and I'm gonna find some paint. But I thought it might be quite a nice little lockdown project, and could save a lot of money, because all the ones I saw that I really liked were like £150, which ain't in my pay grade, huns. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see a video on my little coffee table journey. I've never done anything like this before, so it was probably going to be a disaster, but for 20 quid I thought I'd give it a go. Hello team, happy Thursday. It's 30 degrees outside, which is just unheard of in this country. So we are heading over to my mum and dad's for a little socially distant barbecue, and I'm so excited. They've got a really lovely big garden, so we can just all spread out really. And mum has bought Toby a paddling pool. So yeah, I've got my fancy dress on. Get my shoulders out, put my sun cream on already. I am prepared. Yeah, and I'm really excited. I genuinely can't wait. And I'm actually going to take my coffee table round because Dad has got like a electric sander thing, so it's obviously going to be a lot quicker to do it that way instead of doing it all by hand. And so he's going to give me a little lesson, which I'm excited for as well. Must remember to film the intro to that upcycling video, because I'm sure I'll forget. But I definitely want to do that. I want to show you the whole process. Might take me a while. I ordered the paint and stuff yesterday, so off Amazon, so we'll see when that arrives, but I think it's going to be raining as of tomorrow, so I might have missed my window right now for painting, but I'll keep you posted. Yeah, I'm in such a lovely mood today because the response I got from talking about coming off the pill yesterday and just wanting to be in your own body again and testing out the period pants and stuff, and condoms, vegan condoms, was just overwhelming. I feel heard, guys. I feel heard, and so many of you were just saying thank you, because not enough people talk about these things and they need to be normalised in general conversation, I think. And yeah, everyone was just so respectful, no boundaries were crossed, everyone was just lovely, you know, and I feel like I've done something good for the first time in about 2 months. I'm just, yeah, thank you, just thank you, and I shall keep normalising these conversations and keep talking about it, keep me posted as we go along. I'm going to be doing a few different videos on my experience, and yeah, I'm just chuffed. It's so lovely, thank you.
Are you going in your pool? Or are you just going to sit there and bake in the sunshine? She's bonkers.
What did I say was going to happen with that bloody table? Got here, got really excited talking to Dad about it and saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, and he was like, oh, well, why don't you do this and this and this? Completely forgot to even film it before. The next thing I know, it had gone up the shed and been sanded. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do a little before and after vlog. We shall have to see. I might be able to scrape together some footage when I was waving the camera around yesterday for the before and maybe do a voiceover or something, but it's so funny. The fact that I literally said to you earlier, I'm going to forget to do this vlog, and then I swear I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on.
I'll go in it then. Oh yes. Feels like we're in Ibiza. Feels like we're in Ibiza. A kids paddling pool on the patio.
That was a little bit. You can buy the cylinder separately, can't you? This thing? Yeah.
Testing out the new knives. They're good, aren't they?
So for my birthday, Chris got me a box of Carway's Candy Pick and Mix, which is my favourite pick and mix. They originally sent me one of these, I don't know, about 2-3 months ago, before lockdown anyway, and they're just amazing, such good quality. And then since then we may have bought a couple of boxes, so he got me one for my birthday, and because at the moment she's got such a long waiting list, it arrived on my birthday and I instantly ordered another box, but it's taken a month to get here. That's how in demand she is right now, and it's just arrived today, so yeah, this will keep me going for a little while. I think I am going to have to sign up to one of her monthly subscriptions, especially because of the waiting list she's got at the moment. It's just, if I do it, I know I'm going to eat a whole massive box a month. You can subscribe for smaller boxes, so I could just do that, but nah. Good morning team, happy Sunday. Sorry I didn't vlog much yesterday actually. We didn't really do a lot. The weather was horrendous, we've got all the thunderstorms back again, so we took Toby out for a little walk, actually, well, a big walk. to be honest, and because it was lovely weather, and then as we got out there, the thunderstorms and the rain and the hail started, so it was a bit of a strange one. Couldn't really film because we were just getting battered by rain, but then like 5 minutes later it was bright sunshine, and then it was rain again. So yeah, we just needed to get out. We wanted to get out, get some fresh air. Toby had a nice run around, had a nice swim, so that was pretty much it. And then we came home, and what did we watch? We started to watch Marcella on Netflix, which we'd never seen before, so it was pretty good. Liked it. So this morning I am gonna have a go at making bagels again because I'm all sourdough'd out for a little while. So I thought I'd try my bagel recipe again because they were delicious last time, and now I've got some poppy seeds and some sesame seeds to put on top as well. So I thought I'd give those a go, and Chris can join me and help shape them and stuff. I'm probably go out for another walk, but that's it. I've got nothing going on, and it's actually getting a bit boring now. Okay, these bagels are officially awesome. We've already eaten 4. To be fair, Chris dropped half of his on the floor, which he's very, very angry about. But yeah, we've already had them, and they are so good. They're a little bit wonky, but I like to think that they're just rustic, right? So we've got poppy seeds on, sesame seeds, and then some plain ones with some sea salt and stuff. I will leave the link down below to the recipe because it's really good. We've got Gusto cottage pie tonight. It looks amazing. We bought some new plates and stuff from Dunelm. Have I told you this? I can't remember. These are the little pasta bowls. They were like super cheap. They're basically their Dunelm basic range, but I just like the shape of them. And also because they're a little bit smaller than the ones that we had before, because we used to pile the food on. So this is just a better way. And we've got our fancy copper cutlery. Oh man, this is a treat. I'd just like to stop this week now, get off and get back on Monday. Please keep 2 meters away from me, sir. You're not socially distant. It's a weird old year, 2020, innit?